of course, subject to corroborative evidence being put through courts of law. You know, you go to a doctor to treat you, and here are doctors who are plotting to kill you, and this may just be the tip of the iceberg. They were apparently radicalized at a masjid in Shopian by a GMC, Government Medical College, Srinagar Paramedical. It remains to be seen how many other such doctors are out there at large plotting to destroy our society.
You know, Gaurav, it is deeply disconcerting, isn't it? Because we are not talking about those marginalized. We're not talking about the illiterates sometimes that are picked up, indoctrinated and, radicalized and then sent across the border. We are talking about people who've got the means to a better life, who've got the minds to understand, what is good, what is bad, what they shouldn't do, yet they choose a path which is only debilitating and sinister. Raises larger questions as well, Gaurav, because, at one point of time, we thought that we had embarked on a new chapter where we spoke about radicalization in, indoctrination. Those were times of the past. It's a wake-up call, I would think, as a country, for India as well, to think and actually figure what led to the indoctrination, the radicalization of men and women who come from well-to-do means, from families that have standing in the society and yet choose this path of disaster. Big questions that need to be answered. And once again, a larger question for us as a society and as a country as well, Gaurav, if you think. We might think that, Kashmir, on the way we had envisioned it at one point of time, that that was the end of radicalization. The fact is, there are elements who work against the country still very active that originate from Kashmir, and we need to identify what leads to the radicalization and indoctrination. I just want to give you a sense of where I am right now, in front of the Red Fort, right behind me. If you can see those tents that have been set up since the course of early this morning, where investigators agencies have set up these tents, combing operations on the smallest evidence being picked up, forensically analyzed. On the basis of that, we, of course, did get the input, which is, of course, source-based right now, that it was, in fact, ammonium nitrate with the fuel and a detonator that was possibly used as the explosive in this particular blast. Lots of information right now, Gaurav, coming in. Now, for someone who studied terror over decades, for someone, who has seen 26/11, for someone who's seen the Delhi blast, you would realize, that, this is a question that needs and beckons an answer.